Just Chris, I've got a question for you, Charles.
Sure.
And we got some pretty wise minds, studied individuals on this call. Where do you go when the state and the district is also a party to the action? The district itself is a party. Where can you go to get justice? You got to go to the Supreme Court, the district courts of appeal. Where to?
We create our own courts as much as is necessary to address that issue, Chris.
I agree. I'm with you on that. And I'm still haven't got out of my house here for a few days because I've been busy, but I will be soon.
Okay. Can I expand a little bit?
Uh-huh.
All right. Thank you. Every single thing that the courts that are oppressing us all, does is de facto. It's emergency war powers. It's not legitimate constitutional jurisdiction. Okay? So our courts have authority to declare their judgments void and of no effect. Our courts are at a higher level of legitimacy than are their courts. Our courts are appellate courts and our Supreme Courts over their courts. We can overturn their jurisdictional judgments and everything, especially if we got a jury. What I've constructed this forum under, an American National Supreme Court of Law, if the only thing that is really kind of hindering us in taking control of everything in the United States of America, right from the legal entity that I've constructed here, is we don't have any unanimous jury verdicts here yet. And we're working on that with our coronavirus verdict. We've got about 6 signatures on that already. Thanks to you particularly, Chris. You're one of the 6 there. So once we start producing jury verdicts in response to the coronavirus issue and your case, Chris, and David Scheid's case, and some of the other cases that are being brought in front of us, once we start doing that, and even if we're not getting any of the recognition we need, once we start doing it, light bulbs will start going off in people's heads, and they'll start saying, well, Chris Cave got a jury verdict there, and David Scheid got a jury verdict there, and we got a jury verdict on the coronavirus issue. I got a case. I'd like to have a jury verdict on my case, no matter what the issue is, too. And people will start coming to us to get jury verdicts because we're capable of providing the essential ingredient to common law due process. Nobody else is doing this. Anna von Reitz isn't doing this. Destry isn't doing this. Beacon 37 Group isn't doing this. Nobody's doing this. And it's the pivot. It's the pivot on the scales of justice, where the scales of justice balance. It's that center pivot is like a ball bearing with 12 little ball bearings in it. And once they all harmonize that this guy is bad, he's a criminal, and this guy, Chris Cave, he's a righteous, wrong individual, and he deserves to have remedy in whatever manner he's requesting, including arrest warrants against these jackbooted Nazis if he wants them, then our process will start getting popular. And at that point, we'll be recruiting militia-type people to join Posse Comitatus and assist our peace officers, and it'll only be a matter of time before we're knocking on the doors of those corrupted, jackbooted Nazi criminals and taking them off away to some constitutional sheriff that has a jail cell that he's volunteering to help us take back the country. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to break.